This is Craig from Fishing with Lord Almighty, and you're watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.
Got a little bit windy last night. Welcome back to Realistic Fishing. We're at the lake this morning to fish with a baby brush hog in and near the weeds. Let's see if we can get a bass today. Before I make that first cast, let's spice this up a little bit. Wow, check out this branch right here. More like a log. It broke off from up there. That's crazy. Fish. All right. First fish of the day. Check it out. Check it out. Nice bass here. Got it over here at my home lake. Baby brush hog over here near the weeds. Yeah, good one. Let's get a quick picture so you can see how big it is from a different angle. Check it out. We have a nice largemouth bass here, maybe 1.5 pounds. Got him on that Texas rigged baby brush hog with a little bit of Procure. Nice one. Let's let it go. Clean this crap off my lure. Get it fixed up so we can get back to fishing.
Hey, you're watching Realistic Fishing with Butterbean. That's me. Keep it realistic.
So when you're out here fishing near the weeds or in the weeds like I am, you want a weedless rig. You want something like a Texas rig where you can bury the hook point so that you don't catch every weed in the lake. Let me show you what I mean. See what I mean? See where my hook is? You want it to hook a fish if you set the hook, but you don't want it to hook weeds as it gently glides through. I like to put a little bit of weight on it. This has a 1/8 ounce weight to aid in casting, and so that it can drop through the weeds to the bottom when you find a pocket. Something swirled at it right there. Did you see that? When the weeds are really thick, I swim it over the top. When they're kind of sparse, I'll swim it right through them. When there are holes in the weeds, like pockets where there are no weeds, I'll let it sink to the bottom and work it like a jig. There's a lot of techniques and a lot of things that work while you're fishing in the weeds. The main thing is, you don't want to catch weeds. It'll make your lure look like trash and you won't get any bites. Every once in a while you're going to want to check your hook and make sure it's still buried. Mine is just starting to poke out now. You can usually tell when you start catching weeds. See how I'm swimming it over the weeds, and then when I get to the edge, I let it dive down. The weeds are a tricky place to fish. I wouldn't recommend it for super beginners or novices unless you like to torture yourself. It's easier to lose fish in the weeds. You want to use a pretty strong line. I'm using 12-pound test mono. Braid would be even stronger. You want to use pretty heavy tackle so that if you do get one, you can horse them out of there. You need to get them out of the weeds. Otherwise, he'll get you stuck. He'll get you wrapped around some stalks or some rocks. There's a good chance you can lose your fish.
I'm Sam. And I'm Cash. From Ohio, you're watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.
There we go. Just a little guy. Little half-pounder. Fish number 2 out here today. Somewhere between a 1/4 pounder and a half-pound here. We got a 1/4 pounder with cheese. Let's take a quick picture just so you can see how big a 1/4 pounder with cheese is. Yeah, here it is. You usually see it from a different angle, but this is what a 1/4 pounder with cheese looks like from this angle. Not too bad, right? I'm happy catching this. Would I rather catch the 1.5 pound bass? Sure, but when this hits a baby brush hog, still exciting. Let's let it go. All right, we're gonna head back down the bank toward where we first started and keep going down that way. Oh, what's that? That's a small largemouth bass, DEAD. Oh, that was a little bite. Probably a warmouth, but maybe a small bass. I felt him tugging on it. Fish. Oh, warmouth. Check it out. Nice. I got my 3rd fish. Got a mean old warmouth. Check this thing out. This is like a sunfish, but he's got a really big mouth and he is aggressive. Let's get a quick picture. Not exactly a bass, but interesting catch on a baby brush hog. You never know what you might catch when you're fishing in the weeds. Yeah, nice little warmouth here. Look at that mouth. Huh. Let's let it go.
I'm Catfish Terry, and you're watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.
Fish number 3. Not exactly what I was looking for, but it's a catch. Fish, fish. Another warmouth. Check him out. Big one. Big one. That's 2 bass and 2 warmouth today. Check out this beast. Look at the mouth on that thing. No wonder he could eat a baby brush hog. Let's get a quick picture. Yes. Fish number 4 today. Another warmouth. Super aggressive. Got him on a Texas rig. Fishing in the weeds. Let's let him go. I don't want to get too close to this guy and disrupt what he's got going on, so this is the end of the line right here. Last cast. Well, that does it for today. I hope my tips for fishing the weeds serve you well. I'm not just sitting out here in the front of the boat telling you how to fish. I'm telling you about it as I do it, as I catch fish, so you know my techniques work. Thanks for watching Realistic Fishing. Keep it realistic.